Well, hello everyone, I'm Yeti from BU4U Gaming, and today we are back in Aviary Attorney. So, let's see where this leads. We should now be starting Act 3, right? Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course! How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder, the 3 glorious days. Oh boy, that doesn't look good. They look quite scary, actually. Oh, who's this? Huh. Okay, wow. Oh, that looks pretty gorgeous, actually. Act 3, The Sleeping City. Okay. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard Joyeux. Finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, Spare. No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is, where the hell have you been, lazy bones? Ugh, it's far too early for this level of roasting. Past the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way, we've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said about a revolution. That guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we would never get any work done at all. Am I right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh, yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Volerti. That's it? How terse. Okay, so we got a letter. Interesting. Requested our help for secret mission. Oh, okay. A proposal from the inspector. Interesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we going to go meet him and find out? I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat. Alright, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. Oh, I thought he would be more worried about Mademoiselle Signay. Okay, well, I guess I don't know if we're gonna hear what actually ended or how it ended with that, if it ended as it sounded like. But anyway, let's head to the cafe. Ooh, it's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all 3 of us? it is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role? Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No, what? It turns out that he acquired his position as judge through illegal means, so a warrant has been put out for his arrest. He is wanted. He acquired his position through illegal means? What does that even mean? I'm a little hazy on the details. Something about pushing another judge into the Seine? I can't believe that. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be caught before long. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Monsieur Mr. Inspector Volerti, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh, great, now you've set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian killer himself. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we're here. Oh, right. Of course, why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Revolutionaries? Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they'll just get even angrier. Indeed, and that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque? Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The Croque, monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers if it's Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque, monsieur, is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. What about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produce with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Catelyn and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Catelyn, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total birdbrain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear. I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride. Oh yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this? Of course, here's 50 francs. You'll receive another 50 upon the completion of your work. 50 francs? Psst. We're being undersold. Hush, Sparrowson. This is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croaked monsieur, find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I'll check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a croaked monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go. Heh, I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croaked monsieur too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There is something else we need to discuss. Ew, wonder what they're up to. Okay, so we actually have 3 weeks, which would mean until like the middle of February or something. Have we gotten any new places? No, not. Oh, we have. Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff here. La Salpêtrière. Oh, that's the hospital, right? We needed to go there. Maybe we should sort that out. And then there's the bridge, Les Halles. We have the prison. Oh, what is this? Oh, right, Baron Rogale's place. We have that office. Okay, yep, okay. Well, I think we're gonna go and try and see if we can sort out this bill here first. There he is, Sparrowson. Go ahead, say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Falred. I just wanted to thank you for, giving me an antidote and making me well and stuff. It's no trouble at all. Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course, there is the small matter of the depth. Right, let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs. Ah! Falcon? Can I get an advance on this month's pay and next month's and maybe the months after that? Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will surely allow you to pay in installments. Of course, of course. Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century. Hey, your pay isn't that bad. Now, there's no need for quibbling. You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a little. Maybe to, say, 100 francs. Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collection. No. Sorry, Doctor. But we don't have time to be playing hired muscle shenanigans. We're actually in the middle of a very important investigation. Falcon, please! I don't want to spend my whole life paying the price for eating a bad chocolate wrapper. Let's hear the good doctor out. All right. There is a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute. Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt. Wait, I didn't agree to that. Every waking moment. Okay, so we already used the day. So the question is, if we want to chase around there, that's probably here. Here lies the workshop of Gustave Trouvé, eccentric engineer and inventor. Or we want to head off and try and figure out some other stuff. I am kind of curious about this story, though. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouvé? I am. And you are? This might be a better approach, though. Let's try. We are lawyers sent on behalf of Dr. Falret. We are here to collect a debt that you owe. It's time to pay up, monsieur. Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? What to do? I know, I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field. I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget. No, trust me. This baby will easily be worth 10,000, no 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it. Oh, alright then. Hand the device over and I'll pass it along to Dr. Falret straight away. Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. It's not finished? I know exactly what needs to be done, but I'm missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out. Run out and collect what I need. What? No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then you should do it yourself. Falcon, please, help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. Alright, no need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out at least. Great, I'll take notes. What is it that you need, monsieur? Let's see. I need a copper pot. A pot, as in like a saucepan? Oh, oops, I clicked. It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid, accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated. Save me your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. Oh, the copper part is important. Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those. I've seen copper kettles at Les Halles Market, although those things aren't too cheap. I can't help but feel that I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String. High-grade string to bind some components of the device together. Seems simple enough. I imagine Les Halles Market would have that in abundance. Can we really afford to blow our whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose thread on my jacket. Take it. The string must be higher quality than that, monsieur. I need something that's fishing line grade. Ooh, I get some ideas now. We can talk to the the non-fisherman and the copper pot. I feel like we saw that at the what was it called? Du Tibra, Hal du Tibra or something. Though that would be stealing, though. Oh, I see. Was there anything else that you wanted, monsieur? Some books? Confectionaries? Confectionaries? Man, these words. Alcohol, groceries, perhaps. No, that's everything. Alright, I've got it all written down. Okay, so now we have a shopping list with a whole bunch of things we need. A copper pot and one reel of string. Aha. I feel a little conned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list. We're going to follow through and get Monsieur Trouvé's items, right? We'll see. Oh boy, and now we're spending a whole bunch of stuff time on this. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's one of those like special things. We're gonna do that because otherwise, if we do one of these things, then this is gonna disappear, right? It was only a temporary thing to be able to see these. What a view! You can see the July column so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the croak, monsieur? Or is this about the other matter? Here you go. As requested, the full register of those who entered Perry Law School and the full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Rappington, under the class of 1846. Oh, and there's J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see JJ's name, but I'm not sure quite what that implies, Inspector. The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution. And why would he do that? Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he's a bird of prey. It is in his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I have always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need me for anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the croak, monsieur? There is one more thing. Take this. A pistol. No thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours. I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine. I'll keep hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you have been most helpful. I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Ew, that's interesting. Maybe we'll find out what JJ's name used to be. That's gonna be something else to think about. Okay, well, we have a whole bunch of things that we need to do, but we're gonna work on that next time. So thank you for watching, guys. And as always, do take care and happy gaming!